have demanded for the resignation of the Inspector General of Police Japhet Koome over police brutality meted on anti-finance bill protesters across the country, and over his silence on police conduct in the protests that have resulted in killings, injuries, unlawful arrests and abductions.
In memory of the departed.
The Senate's Wednesday morning sitting commenced with observing a moment of silence for the lives lost during the anti-24 protest.
May God rest their souls in eternal peace.
After failing to raise a quorum for the last 3 consecutive sittings since resumption from recess protest, the senators committed the sittings to address the current state of the nation.
These young people, they cried to us, they shouted, they sang to us, but we did not listen to their cries.
Jumanne ilikuwa ni doa katika bunge hili, kwa sababu hili bunge, Mheshimiwa Spika, ni bunge la kuwakilisha wananchi. Wananchi walikuwa wanakuja hapa kuonana na viongozi wao. Tulikimbia, viongozi tuliwaacha wakapigwa risasi.
Police conduct in the protest remained a sticking issue.
How can we face such a crisis, Mr. Speaker, up to this particular point? What the Inspector General thinks? I don't know what is the challenge. We don't know these things that are being discussed. Mr. Speaker, the question at the back of my mind, is this really the right man for this job?
Should have even appeared on a regular basis to update the country on security situation, Mr. Speaker, and tell the country how many people unfortunately have died, how many have injured, have been looted, or what is the state of the security, Mr. Speaker? What is the state of the homeland security, Mr. Speaker? I think that is the least we expected from Inspector General of Police, Mr. Speaker. And therefore, I think it's no longer tenable, Mr. Speaker.
The debate coming hot on the heels of public uproar over wastage of public resources, austerity measures, and equally condemned display of opulence.
In another function, I saw a minister of this government carrying a white bag on the back like this and started announcing how many millions are in that bag. Daily? No. Mr. Speaker, if we don't refuse these things...
I've listened to... Do you have to do a scandal to be famous so that you can be elected in politics? Why can't we just elect leaders who are able to articulate their issues, their competence?
As a demonstration that he has listened and understood what the people are saying. Reduce the size of your cabinet from 21, the minimum. Merge departments. Reduce the number of principal secretaries from 51 to around 30.
Senators resolved to, among others, call the National Assembly to expeditiously consider the presidential memorandum on the Finance Bill 2024, National Police to seek unlawful arrest, government to waive hospital bill for injured protesters, and foot funeral expenses for the departed youth. Kamche Menza.